Linda, to something a little closer to your purview, and that is the City of Sydney, where there is some streets where they're not picking up the rubbish like they should be. Why? Because the council is in a dispute right now with one of the contractors that are supposed to go and clean this up. What the hell is going on?
You'd think a council, wouldn't you, with a nearly $100 million surplus, could at least pick up the rubbish of our residents. And yet each week I am just continuing to be inundated with calls about this absolute debacle that Lord Mayor Clover Moore has created. People are having to come to Sydney for the World Cup. It's just a thrilling, exciting event, and they're having to wade through rubbish on our streets. This is now the sixth time that we've seen strike action over many, many months, and the Lord Mayor is refusing my request to hold a public meeting about this issue. She's refusing my request to meet with the union, even though she's met with the company Cleanaway, who the city outsourced our rubbish collection to. I was the only councillor who voted against that, because I tell you what, the blokes who collect rubbish at the City of Sydney in the past, they knew, that Joy Smith at number 27 found it a bit hard to put a bin out, and so they'd run right up to the front door. They were absolute legends, and it meant our city streets were clean. So I continue to call on the Lord Mayor, hold a public meeting, tell our residents what is going on, tell them the truth about how long this is going to last, and meet with the union, have a conversation, step in, try to resolve this dispute before we see even more rubbish, even more international events like the Soccer World Cup ruined because of rubbish in Sydney streets.
And my suggestion is that if you run a small business somewhere, put a sign in the window which says "Clean it up, Clover." Now, you can have a rainbow if you're on Oxford Street, or you can have your own footy colours if you want to somewhere else, but for goodness sake, clean it up, Clover. It's ridiculous.